Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this little pre-game interview with Blackout. I'm joined by Shoreline, the tank for Blackout. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I woke up 5 minutes ago, so.
Yes. Unfortunately, no alarm went off. GG's. No, I'm playing. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you taking the time, especially after waking up. So, I do have a question that's non-interview related. I know you're not in the States. Are you on the same time zone as how does that work being in a different nation than like Canada? Because I don't know what your all time zones are, and I know Snarky's in Canada as well. So are y'all
Well,
EST, PST? What it?
I am a Pacific Standard, and I believe Sin is he's in Alberta, so he'd be like an hour ahead of me. It doesn't
Mm,
really work out too differently. It's all fine.
okay,
I just play at 5 instead
okay.
of like 8.
Oh, so you're like West Coast then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. We'll move on. But anyway, what we're here for. We're here to talk about the Summer Showdown series. It's happening in less than a month away. Blackout is one of the teams that are participating, and Scrimbucks are saying the word on the street is that Blackout might be one of the better teams. So, building off of that, how do you feel in general about the team so far?
I feel really good about it, to be honest. I love my teammates. I always have, especially with the new additions we made the past few months. Gem as our new main support, I have a lot of faith in. Also, Leo Leopard, absolute dog on flex.
Yeah.
Let's just love everyone here. I have really good hopes for us.
That's good. Yeah, Leo is definitely someone that I've been surprised by watching so far because I know they played as flex support for Lunar in the last CGL season, and now moving over to the back to the flex DPS. So curious to see how they do. So, but you know, you guys played in the tier 2 division in Nebula last season, and now you're making the jump to tier 3. You guys played pretty much a perfect season, losing 2 games and then ended up making it all the way to the finals, only to lose, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, kind of a dominant fashion a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. So how are you feeling going back into Nebula after losing the finals game and falling so close to winning it all?
Well, I feel 1,000 times better.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like our issue last time is that we just, I don't know, got too egotistical. You'll notice
Mm-hmm.
all of our losses were at the other half of the season. Like the last 2
Mm-hmm.
games and the whole playoffs, we didn't win a single map. No, we won a map, but didn't win a game.
So did you just think it was ego based?
For me anyway, yeah.
Mm.
I know that first loss against Fuckawee Ball, I was super stressed out. That was my
Mhm.
first loss in a league match ever.
Mm.
So I didn't feel good after that, but this
Yeah.
season, I'm feeling a ton better. We got it. Number one. Big
Number
time
one
feeling.
on
Exactly.
top. Yeah, first losses are canon events. They got to happen eventually. So it's good to get it out of your system because now you know what it's like to lose. So, but you mentioned new acquisitions. You mentioned new players that are coming in. We know some of the returning players. Like an amazing core between you, Cupid, and SkyJ. Who do you think will be one of the surprise players for Blackout going into the Division 3, or I guess the Tier 3 Nebula season?
I think Cupid or Hex are gonna go demon mode and carry the whole
Mm-hmm.
tournament. Yeah.
Hex. Is Hex a flex support?
Yeah, he's a flex support.
Cool, cool, dope. I know this, but I had to say it anyway. Anyway, now you mentioned Cupid going beast mode. Competition wise, Summer Showdown, this was not an open tournament that allowed teams to sign up. This was a tournament that teams were invited to, handpicked specifically to try to make the most competitive weekend tournament that could possibly be. The teams are Death Blossoms. They finished second place in the last CGL season. Rat Milkers, which is a crazy name for one. But they've got a lot of talent as well. They're a new team, but we're not sure how they'll do. And then there's Checkmate, which was the previous core, which is a team that you're on for CGL, by the way, which is very, very funny. There's Checkmate, which was the previous Lunar core that added new additions, and Scrimbucks are saying that they're the big boys on the street right now. There's Cuddle Puddle, which they made a crazy run in the playoffs. They always seem to do well in the tournaments. Solar Eclipse is coming back. They were the previous CGL champions. And then you guys are the only Nebula representatives So how do you feel about the competition going into the Summer Showdown series?
I feel really good right now. I know that Solar Eclipse is not what they used to be. It's not the same
Mm,
core that won championships, so
mm,
I feel good about that. Everyone else, I think we have a fair shot taking on.
hmm.
I don't know. It might be too early to say, but I'm feeling really good about ourselves right now. So
That's
hey,
good.
maybe we win 3-0, all of them. Who knows?
There you go, every single one. So are you saying that Solar Eclipse fell off? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, 1,000%.
I guess only time will tell, but
We'll
maybe I
see.
agree with you, maybe I don't. Who knows? But you mentioned maybe you'll win 3-0 out of all of them. Do you believe that your team could stand out as one of the best? And if so, why?
As one of the best, no, but I do believe we will make top three.
It's one of the best. It's better than the other three.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, what gives you such confidence in saying that?
Well, again, Leo is a dog. Cupid is amazing. Both of them have a wide pool in between them, so they fit
Hmm.
perfectly for each other. And then our backline, Gem is. I just like Gem a lot as a player, as well as
Yeah,
Skyj and Hex. I like all my players.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I heard loving your team tends to help with team success.
yeah,
I
it's
don't know a lot of people who.
SpongeBob type shit.
Yeah, okay. So, you mentioned having this love for your team. I know, speaking from other players like Leo, I know Leo said the other day that he also very much enjoys the team. I know Jim was ecstatic to join the team. So, is that something that you feel like is something that like sets you guys apart from the other teams? Is that you guys kind of just like all get along naturally, or what are some things that you do think might set you apart from the other teams?
Well, we're all just dogs.
Just dogs. Rough. Not playing. That's not going to make it. But anyway, so my final question, and you can't answer yourselves, but I'm sure if you could, you would. Who do you think will win it all in the Summer Showdown series in general? Like, if you had to pick a team to win the grand finals, who do you think it'd be?
Completely, very 1,000% totally biased, but I think Checkmate has a really
Checkmate.
good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing an interview with Pickle here soon, and Scrimbucks on the street, man. They are very powerful with Checkmate right now. I'm hearing a lot of things about Checkmate.
Well, I'm not
So
gonna say anything, but those Bucks may be on a weak economy.
the U.S. economy isn't great right now either. So maybe
Yeah.
you got to trust your word over mine. But
I
well,
was thinking the Venezuelan dollar.
bro, there's this one YouTuber who talks about like being a Venezuelan trillionaire, and I didn't realize the joke was that it's not hard to be a trillionaire because the Venezuelan dollar is like bad right now. I didn't realize that was the joke until I looked it up. But um, anyway, thank you so much for joining us for this little interview. Best of luck to your team going forward, and yeah, I think that is all I have for us today. So
Of
thank you,
course.
Shoreline. Oh,
All right.
before we leave, is there anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to say to like put
Uh,
fear in the heart of your enemies?
all right. I got a lot here. Let's have a list. Shout out Zern for scouting me,
Mm-hmm.
picking me up back in January. Thanks to Sim for making me the
Jeez.
player on today. Thanks to
Mm-hmm.
Tippy for making my RAM the best in the entire server. No doubt,
Mm-hmm.
1,000%. And then Charmy, Cupid, Leo, Gem, SkyJ, Hex. Love you all. Let's kick some ass.
GG's. Thank you so much for joining us.
Got you. Thank you.